Hello. Long time since I've uploaded a video, and what's prompted me to do it now? I'll tell you. I have really been enjoying the 23andMe Ancestry.com videos that people have been uploading to YouTube. These are videos in which people share their DNA test results. What they have to do is they send a DNA sample, saliva I think is the normal one, and they send that to a lab. The lab sends back to them a full ethnicity report, which is really interesting stuff, because you get to watch people discover things about themselves that they didn't know. You know, they read the report and they say, "Oh my God, I'm 20% white. I'm 15% Native American. I'm Scandinavian." Now, most of these people are from the USA, and there's a lot of Black Americans who do it, which is understandable because it's a group of people who were cut off cruelly by history from their heritage. So it's commendable that they should go out and search for a connection to their ancestors. That's great. Now, for me, I'm a British person living in Hong Kong, so I don't think 23andMe Ancestry.com cover Hong Kong. I don't think you can send your DNA from here and get a report back to here. So I want to contribute something. So I've decided to send a sample. Well, I can't tell you what it was a sample of, but I sent a sample to whotheheckareyou.com and got my report back just today. Now, I haven't even opened the email yet. Okay, this is exciting. I'm going to open it in front of you and see what you think. Now, this is my cultural DNA. It's not biological DNA. This is my cultural DNA. And I've got the report right here, and I'm going to open it and see, culturally speaking, who the heck am I? Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, come on, man. Is that... Oh, wow, that's weird. No, I wouldn't have expected that. I'm quite surprised by that. Okay, apparently I'm 50% working class, 50% middle class. Well, okay, let's just digest that for a minute. I guess it makes sense because my mum, Sheffielder, my dad, comes from a line of teachers, dentists, clergymen. I guess that qualifies as middle class. Okay, fair enough. I can live with that. The breakdown is here. Now, people always watch these videos to watch the breakdown. It's always really funny. Okay. What the heck? Okay, apparently I'm 10% chav. 10%. 10% chav means 10% malnourished, street loitering, petty criminal. That's pretty surprising. I didn't think it would be that high. I knew I had a bit of chav in me, but I didn't know that it would be 10%, because that's something I need to think about. 10%, you can't really ignore it. I guess if you'd seen me in the classroom, it would be pretty obvious. I'm a teacher, hence the very tired face. I apologize. Bags under my eyes. So 10% chav, man. The breakdown of that 10% is 5% South Yorkshire chav, 5% home counties chav. And apparently these two groups are quite different in terms of their DNA. They write completely different things on bus stops, and they speak a different language as well. Okay, next group of the 50% working class is 20% Doli. It's a little bit of a... What's that word? It's a little bit of a misnomer. Can I say that? To call someone on... The dole is in the working class. No, I don't think that works. But anyway, it's in the report. 20% Doli means I take advantage of the welfare system in England, and I did for a while. After college, I had no ambition, no motivation to work, and I just sort of cruised, enjoying the English welfare system. So I am 20% Doli, and I need to face up to that. 20%, the final 20% of my 50% working class is 20% Sheffield Socialist. Sheffield is a city in the north of England, famous for its socialist heritage, and I guess that kind of does make sense, even though I've never voted in my life. Now, I'm in my 40s and I've never voted. Something to be ashamed of, maybe, but I'm just not politically minded. I don't know. Got a cousin who's really motivated in politics. Respect to him, and I have never done anything political. And then, okay, that's my working class. 10% Chav, 20% Doli, and 20% socialist. Sheffield, Northern English socialist. Okay, fair enough. Middle class breakdown for you. 50% middle class. Clergy material, 20%. Clergy material. I think this is a subgroup within middle class. Clergy material. People who tend to be philanthropic, kind-hearted. People who are, yeah, I think that makes sense. And actually, I have some clergymen in my family history. I'll show you. One of them, just happen to have here. Is there a family resemblance? Let me ask you. Can you see his face? Okay, his name is Martin Harper. This photo was taken about 130 years ago, I guess. So he is, culturally speaking, part of my heritage. That was him, that wasn't me. And I'm a Christian as well, a bad Christian. Shouldn't follow my example in life, but I, you know, I'm still there. And it's part of my culture. Then, clergy material, 20%. I guess it's real. 10% CAD stroke bounder. Okay, I'm going to own up to this. I need to own up to my cultural DNA is true. I'm someone who, to an extent, has taken advantage of my cultural situation, has traded on charm. A little bit, okay. Don't have much charm. So, that's that 10% CAD stroke bounder. Fair enough. It's part of the English makeup, that's for sure. Then, 15% academic. I do like learning. I work as a teacher. My dad's a retired teacher. Makes sense, okay? A little bit academic. I like learning and teaching. Then we have, the final 5%. Now, don't hate me, okay? It says, it's just what the report says. It says colonialist, 5% colonialist. Now, my dad's side of the family did come from East Africa, okay? That accounts for that. So there is a little bit of the old attitude in me, a little bit, a very small percentage. Don't hate me, okay? You know, yeah, that's for another video maybe. So that's my cultural breakdown. And I think culture DNA is a little bit more meaningful than biological DNA, to be honest, in my opinion. I don't subscribe to the attitude that art and culture are just the background buzz of our meme genetic war that's going on. I do think, not a determinist, okay? You can be whoever the heck you want to be, okay? So, thank you. And what is your cultural DNA, okay? Share.